Okay, in number 28, we want to find the tangent of 3 pi over 8, and there are no sum and difference identities we can use for 3 pi over 8 because all of our unit circle angles that would have integers for their numerators would be even integers in the numerators to have a denominator of 8. So instead, we're going to try a double or a half angle. If I take my 3 pi over 8 and I multiply that by 2, that would be 6 pi over 8, which is 3 pi over 4. So I'm going to rewrite this as the tangent of 3 pi over 4 divided by 2. Right? Again, 6 pi over 8 is 3 pi over 4, and 3 pi over 4 is a special angle on the unit circle. So maybe I should write it out. So to get the 3 pi over 8, I multiplied by 2. So I could use a half angle identity because I'm going to divide by 2 later. So I multiply by 2 first. 3 times 2 is 6 pi over 8. And that reduces to 3 pi over 4. That's where I got the 3 pi over 4 for my half angle identity. And it'll work because 3 pi over 4 is a special angle on the unit circle. So looking at the half angle identity for tangent, we have 3 choices. I'm going to use 1 minus the cosine of the angle, 3 pi over 4, divided by the sine of the angle, 3 pi over 4. And 1 minus the cosine of 3 pi over 4 is negative root 2 over 2. And that's divided by the sine at 3 pi over 4, which is positive root 2 over 2. Then we need a common denominator. So we'll change this 1 to a 2 over 2. A negative and a negative is a positive. So this numerator will be 2 plus square root of 2 over 2. Then dividing by a fraction means to multiply by the reciprocal. So we'll multiply by the reciprocal of this denominator. So it'll be 2 over root 2. Then our 2's here cancel on the diagonal. And we'll have 2 plus square root of 2 over the square root of 2. We need to rationalize that denominator. It's a monomial, so we'll multiply it by square root of 2 over square root of 2 to rationalize. And we'll have 2 square root of 2 plus 2, all divided by 2. And those are all divisible by 2, so that's going to be equal to the square root of 2 plus 1 when we simplify. So we're going to check that in the calculator by comparing the decimal. Square root of 2 plus 1. And we're evaluating the tangent of 3 pi over 8. And we can see that our decimals are equivalent, so that works.